Hey everyone, welcome to our stream. To all our dear backers, thank you so much for joining us this weekend to see our finalists playing Tang Garden together, and thank you immensely for all your patience and excitement towards Tang Garden. To all of you that are tuning in out of curiosity, either on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much for your interest in this game. We will be playing Tang Garden, and the idea about this match is that we are playing a special scenario called the Herbalist. And we did an event a couple months ago, and by gathering points, we have 4 finalists that will be competing over a golden ticket. A golden ticket is basically access to all our games for life. So they are all experienced players. I had the pleasure to play with all of them, and I had a blast. It makes us proud to see players playing like this. So probably I'm overhyping, and so we will see what happens. But basically, I just want to say thank you, and I would like to introduce the people that is joining us today. So first of all, we have Francesco, our game designer from Tang Garden. Hi, Francesco, how are you?
Hello everyone, I'm fine. I'm very looking forward to see this match.
Awesome. So then we have Luis, which is our cameraman and the person that is handling all our stream.
Hello,
Hey,
guys.
hi Luis, how are you?
How are you all?
Are you excited about this one?
Always. I'm always excited to play Tang Garden.
We're not playing today, so that is somehow it's kind of just relax and see what the others are doing. So we can. The idea is that we will comment over it. We are not explaining Tang Garden immediately. They will start playing, and then we will explain while they go. I think that now it's time to introduce our finalists. So Luis, how do you want to do it?
I mean, you can call them one by one, and I pull them out to our channel, and they can introduce themselves afterwards.
All right. So first one is the Fees. It's called Feezer. Hey, the Fees, how are you? Welcome.
Good. Hello.
So, are you nervous? Are you excited? I mean, you have played a lot this game, right?
Yes, I am very excited. And no, I'm not. I'm not nervous.
Yeah, we played a beautiful match the other day. Same with the Herbalist, and I end up with what it was 82 points. Eldin was 84, and you were 85 or something like that. It was very, very close. So,
86 to 85 to 83.
Oh yeah, there he goes. Yeah, correcting me. Very, very well. All right. So best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Have fun. Then we'll introduce Eldin. Peter. Hi, Peter. Welcome. How are you?
Hi. Hello. Hi.
So, what is the character you are hoping to expect as your initial one?
I'm hoping to expect as the initial one. I would like the hermit maybe, or the poet for the early
For the
advances.
bonus. All right, I
Yes.
see. Interesting. Okay, so we have also Herstrom, which is Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
So Benjamin is joining from Poland, and he's another very good player.
No, I'm from Germany, but okay.
Excellent. So he's joining us from Germany, as Elding is, and
No, I'm from the Netherlands.
okay. So goodbye, everyone. It was been a pleasure.
Mistakes were made. It's okay.
But then we have Kuroi, right? Which he is from Poland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Hey man, how are ya? Welcome back.
Hi.
So we are all ready. What we will do is, like, Eldin was kind enough to program for us this model. So we will just click setup Herbalist, and the game will set up the scenario itself, and we will get to see what are the initial characters of each one. So when you start the game, you get a character, and you will be having that character until you unlock and influence your next one. Are you okay with your picks? Well,
No.
not picks, but but it's important that you adapt your strategy to it, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
have the child, we have the hermit. Who got the hermit at the end? Oh, you got
Elding was so right.
I
He wanted
did.
the hermit and he got it.
Yeah.
it. That's
I
great.
got what I want.
Then the feast got the Empress,
Empress.
and finally Herstrom has the poet. All right, guys. So I will say goodbye to you. You can go into the other room, so you will be able to freely talk among each other. And I will bring the die to see who starts first. All right?
Okay.
We already have the die, actually.
Yeah, it's
where
on
is
top. It's on top
Oh,
of the card.
awesome. All right. So I will roll it just to be completely fair. And the fees will start. There you go.
The Red Menace.
Lovely.
All right. I'm sending you to your channel, guys. Good luck. Have fun. And
Thank
you can
you.
start in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And we have 3 and 4. All right. So, Tang
Right.
Garden.
Yes.
What they are starting with a character. So they are increasing immediately on top, on the top right corner of the character card. We have an element. So maybe you want to explain the 2 basic actions we have to choose from on our turn, Francesco.
Yes,
Like,
of course.
very
Oh,
brief.
first I would like to say that Dafis forgot to say to increase his level. Maybe.
It's true.
You should-
I
okay.
have my hand here, so I can fix it.
Okay, good. Okay, the 2 main actions are to build the garden. So to choose one of the 4. In this moment, there are 4 visible garden tiles on the corners of the main board, and to place addition to the tile already in the garden. Okay, yes, like this. And this is the first action. And by doing this, we will increase our 3 levels of water, greenery, and rock. The main reason to do this is to get new characters into the garden and to score points, of course.
All right, so maybe we can show the player, the red player, the fees. So what we have here is that we have character spots as soon as the 3 elements. So every time you match, for example, water, or you enclose a water space, you will advance a water. Once you get all the elements aligned here, or that already surpass this threshold, then you can influence a new character, and we will explain that as soon as it happens. The second thing you can do is actually going for decoration cards, and we have plenty of different decorations. In the game, you will mix and max as you want, or you can play with the scenarios that suggest you with the decorations you will play with. And in this case, we're playing with old Golden Age decorations plus the base ones. And we will explain how this action is performed as soon as some of them will do it. But basically, it's a set collection, but there is a limitation. So the decorations you will draw are based on what you're seeing on the board, and at the end you can only pick a single card and place it on the garden. Let's just check that on the top right corner of the cards we also have a symbol that indicates where the decoration goes in the garden. If there is no symbol available in the garden, then you will not be able to collect that card. So it's kind of a mix and max between building and expanding the garden and then decorating it, right?
Yes.
So I will just write to them that they can start, and we will see what happens. So Dafiz is the first player, and he will probably go and expand the garden because
I think so.
yeah, and he's doing that. So he's expanding the garden in a very interesting way, right? Because he's leaving open this place and this place, and he's getting
He got 1 level of greenery because he matched.
correct because he matched green. Now his turn is done, and now it's the time of her turn.
So it's fair to him to level up another element since he already got blue at the beginning.
Yeah, it's true. He's rushing for the character. Probably he wants to pick one.
And here he matched 1 footpath, so he got 1 coin
Yeah.
for matching footpath.
He got when you match footpath, you get a coin, and he also got a coin because he increased blue. So blue is enclosed in a space. So we said that when you match and you enclose spaces, you get those elements. In this case, the water was already closed. So by placing this tile, he matched a road, which is 1 coin. He increased water by 1, and because of the active ability of the poet, that is very good. He got a single coin. Now, Kuroi did a great move by expanding the garden and matching greenery and rock. So in this case, he's increasing the 2 elements.
1 coin should be put near now the tile for the scenario rule, special rule.
That is only when someone goes on decoration.
Yes.
In this case, there was 3 hidden tiles.
Yes,
so
right.
in the game, when there is 3 hidden tiles, you unveil all the tiles. They are going very fast. So Eldin is closing up greenery. So he's getting 2 advancements. 1 because he just matched, and the other because he closed. So they are going very fast because they know the game. So this game can be short if you play very fast.
They play many games. They're always playing here on the Discord.
It's true. So you're all very active in the chat. Luis, let me know if there is any questions about the game.
So far, they're rooting for Kuroi, and some are rooting for Eldin. I'm gonna say I'm rooting for Dafi because I like the red. He's a good player. Play with him many games.
I think we have a chance to see really good opportunities of maximizing the combo. So in this case, for example, the fish have chosen for the first time to go for cards. In this case, you get normally 2 cards plus 1 card for each tile you don't see. In this case should be 3, but the special rule in the scenario Herbalist is that you take 3 cards plus 1 for each tile you don't see. Then he will be able to draft 1. He's drafting
2.
Oh, okay. So he's using a lantern. They are going super fast. This lantern, it's a 1-shot ability. So each player has 4 1-shot abilities during the game. In this case, the Fizz has already used the 2 decoration cards because normally you can only get 1 decoration. By using the lantern, you can get up to 2.
And he also got 2 bonus of 2 water levels.
It's true. So he got a combo. So here the Lotus and Peonia flowers work together. At the end of the game, if you have only a single card of this one, you will get 0 points. But if you get the 2 of them, you will get 6. On top of that, the special ability of the Empress is getting 2 coins each time you place a flower. So he got a huge amount of points by doing this action.
And as I said before, there is 1 coin for all the tiles that remain on the board. When
That's correct.
Yeah.
So these are not the scenario rules. In Tang Garden, when you play scenarios, there are small rules that change the way you're used to play. In this case, every time one goes for decoration, we will put 1 coin on each visible tile. By expanding the garden with that tile, you will also get the coin on top of it. So what we see here is that he used a wall, which is this red one, to close greenery, and by doing that, he's advancing a greenery space. That basically
also got
there
water.
wasn't, right? There wasn't greenery spaces.
They are very quick.
They are super quick. So now Kuroi is going
Everything.
for decorations again. So now he got basically 3 cards plus 1 because there was only one hidden tile, and now we get 2 coins over these 2 tiles, so it gets more interesting to play them.
He's taking his time to choose the decoration.
Yeah, it's true.
What spaces are available? There's a place for every decoration, I believe. Except bridge. Oh no, bridge also. So he can play whatever he wants. And all decorations giving him extra advancement.
Yeah, that's great. So every time on the top right corner on the decorations you have a symbol, that means that by getting that decoration in the garden, you are also increasing that element. So it's very proactive as something to do.
Thinking
He's
so
not
hard.
so sure what to get. Yeah, it's a hard choice, right? Because the lotus is incomplete. The bird works as the flowers, so the birds need the fish to be collected to get points at the end of the game.
And nobody's the
sadly-
architect to benefit from the.
There's the duck also.
Yeah. I think that Kuroi it's very inclined to get the birds because he has the child, and the
There you
active
go.
ability of the child is getting 2 coins every time you place an animal on the board.
So he went with the bird.
Yeah, he increased rock because of the bonus,
Yeah.
and he's now placing a bird over there. Now it's Eldin turn.
There's less space now for placing decorations. Maybe just one bridge.
Yeah, I think that expanding the garden is
Where?
also very good because of the coins on top of the tiles. So this one has 2, this one has 2, this one has 1. So it's 3 coins. It's very good.
Heldin is playing for
Coins every time you
landscape.
place an animal. Yeah. So every time you expand the garden on top of a panorama lantern, panorama disc, then you will be able to place one of the panorama tiles on the sides of the board, any side of the board. We will explain very soon what panorama does.
Okay.
So he's going very simple over there.
With moon and waterfalls.
Jeremy's commenting on Facebook. I'm so excited. Big thanks to the developers and Thundergriff team for making this game reality. And I'll hope you don't go sad about the negativity on Kickstarter comments. No, don't worry.
Thank you
Everybody's
very much,
patient.
Jeremy.
Thank you for your words. To everyone watching on YouTube and Facebook, we're most active on the Twitch chat. So if you can, please head over to Twitch. It's easier for us. Frinkatu says the cards are really beautiful, and Skellner says I think the complete game is beautiful.
Thank you very much,
Thank
guys.
you very much to everyone.
We are very looking forward to finish production on this one. I can make you believe that I know that you are stressed out about this, but we are of course even more. I mean, we really are excited to send this game out to you as soon as possible. So what Eldin did is just he matched this rock here. Sorry, it was the fees. So the fees matched the rock. He increased 1 rock advancement, and that's it. And that's it. Very simple turn. Now going for decoration is more interesting because you get 3 cards. You get to draw 3 cards as usual, plus 2 because there are 2 hidden tiles. But of course,
5 cards.
Herrsturm doesn't want to go for cards because he has the poet and he wants to expand the garden, I do believe. He wants to, because every time you go for decoration, you're pushing a little bit your luck, because if you want to advance on your element track, the best thing is to expand your garden. If you get cards, you might increase some elements, but you don't necessarily decide which ones.
I've made many mistakes by taking decorations most of the time, and taking cards that I cannot place because I didn't pay attention to the board at the time.
Yeah, it's true. Now the garden is also very small, so we have 1 rock, 2 rock places.
He wants to increase water to take coins.
Yeah.
Maximize the character.
Yeah, makes sense. So now he matched water, so he increased water by 1. He's
And-
getting 1 coin because he's the poet and he
And also 1 coin for the footpath.
for the footpath. Yeah, every time you match a footpath, you get 1 coin. When you match 2 footpaths, you get 2 coins, or you can decide to not get the coins, but instead advance 1 element in the track of your choice.
Now it's
All right.
Kroya.
Now it's Kuroi. Yeah.
They're
So
all pointing at
Kuroi-
the same tile for some reason.
Who's pointing at the tile?
They're
Oh,
pointing
that
at
is
the tile. Yeah,
Yeah. That was almost great. Almost great.
almost a perfect matchup, but the wall helps
Yeah.
closing the green.
The
area.
wall helps a lot. So 1 rock advancement, and then because of the wall closes spaces. He's closing a greenery
And
space.
he's also
and
taking a
getting-
big panorama token.
Yeah, and that's good too.
And
I
he
mean-
has a big panorama with an animal available. But
He
decided
won't
not to
go for
place
it.
Yeah.
He's playing a little bit disruptive to destroy what Eldin was doing here. The panoramas are very important for your characters. So you're using your active ability of the character, but as soon as you influence a new character, you will get your second character. And at that point, you will have to decide which one it will stay with you for the active ability and which one will go to the board.
I think Eldin is also working for his hermit.
Yeah,
Because he's placing all the rock in the same line, maybe.
exactly. So the hermit works as the poet, but instead of increasing every time you match water, it's every time you match rock. So by matching rock now, he got a coin, and on top of it, he got 2 advancement, right? 2 rock. 1 because he matched, and the other because he enclosed a rock space.
McCarthy 6 says, such a beautiful game. I love that you added background music for the game. We love that too. It really adds to the atmosphere when you're playing.
Yeah, I think that there are 2 couple of players. I mean, there is one that prefers like complete silence, but I'm the kind of player that gets used to listen to music when playing, and I think that it gives the proper vibe for the game.
Jeremy's asking, I don't understand the wall thing. It looks like it's blocking everything.
No, I mean, if you see the cover, I mean, we have a picture of the box on the bottom of the Twitch stream, and imagine these walls to have like an arc engraved on them, so like a hole over the wall, and you can see through it. But we are seeing everything from the top, and of course it's all perspective, but it should be able to see through it. So he's going for Dafis is going for decorations. So probably he wanted another couple of flowers, but in this case the pavilion came out, and nobody has placed a pavilion yet. It's very interesting because it's a majority game. At the end of the game, the player that has the most pavilions will get 12 coins, and the second most will get 6. He's going for that.
And he has a bonus also.
He has a bonus of the panorama disc. So on top of the top right corner of the card, we have the panorama disc, and that means he can take any disc from the board, and then of course plays the corresponding panorama.
I think Eldin is very happy of this move.
Air is just two levels away in water to get another character.
Yeah, I mean, Eldin now wants to play that hermit, right? Because the ability of the hermit is when you place, he just wants to see tiles with rock in front of him.
He has 4 rocks in
I
line
think
from the pavilion, right?
Yeah, he can place that, the hermit, inside the pavilion and look down, and magically he will get 10 points out of it. Oh,
Yes,
8
this-
so far. Just 1 rock missing and he will get 10 points out of it.
I'm sorry if you're hearing dogs. My neighbor has such loud dogs. They just started barking again.
Yeah, we were concerned about this yesterday when we were preparing for it.
Yeah, I just closed the window. I guess I'll die of heat. That's okay.
Right, so they are taking a little bit more time, and we have time to talk about this game and breathe. So we have a temple now. Maybe you can explain, Francesco?
Yes, there are 3 temples in the Tau tiles, this pile. Each temple has a different color and is matched with one of the 3 tracks elements. For example, this temple, which has a green wall, gives you 1 coin when placed. Because it has a wall, so it can be matched with any type of terrain. And for each greenery terrain that it touches, you get 1 coin more. So 1 coin base plus 1 coin for each greenery terrain that it touches.
Brad's asking, is the Phoenix landscape in this scenario?
I think we have it. No, I think we don't. That is Golden Age. That is Ghost Story. Sorry. I'm searching. I can see it.
Yeah, it's Ghost Stories.
So we don't have it. Yeah, Phoenix is not in here.
And someone's asking me if I can make the the hands bigger on tabletop. Do you guys know how to do that? So I can do it, because I certainly don't.
Let's see. I think
Don't want to bore you with me.
I can
searching
check
on the
that.
menus.
Yeah, I think it's a setting thing, and you have created the room, so you should do it. So maybe we can do that on with giveaway.
All right.
So let's
Perfect.
make them play 2-3 turns, and they will do a longer giveaway, and we can sort out the hands.
All right.
So now Herstrong, Hersturm.
So let's call it Ben. So Ben, it's going for decorations.
Ben.
Since there were all tiles available, he got just 3, which is the minimum, and now we have 1 coin on each of the.
So interesting. This is the first decoration for him, right?
Yeah, this is first decoration,
And
and he has 3 excellent choices to start with.
this one is the best. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Big comp.
Yeah,
This is the first kind of decoration is a particular set.
Yeah, it's a set of 3 cards, right? 1 to place on water, 1 you place in rock, and 1 in greenery. And the interesting thing about this kind of set collection is the more of these kind of cards are played, the less value they get at the end of the game. So in this case, it's 7 points to start with, -1 for each card played. So in this case, he played the first card, so it's 7 minus 1 is already 6 coins. If someone of them plays a card, then both cards will be worth 5 each.
And so on.
And so on.
And he also got water level bonus of the water level. That
yeah,
is yes, linked with his point.
Yeah, he got a coin out of that. That's great.
I'm saying the lady has one of the higher potential scores at 12, not counting decoration inside. That's correct, and I believe that's why Kuroi blocked the panorama
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
There
Kuroi
was
blocked
already a
it
moon,
because
and
yeah,
he placed a dragon
had
there to avoid the sun from being placed there.
correct. He blocked it because probably someone wanted to get the lady, so it's fine.
Will there be
The
a
lady
rule
will maximum
explanation
get
on
6.
diced?
Okay, let's see if Eldin can place his hermit, but
I think it will be hard because he needs to close water, and there is no solution for that. So I think that it would be wise for him to go and search and
he
search.
can do it. He can do it maybe by searching with his lantern.
Yeah. The first lantern, I cannot point at it because then I will be suggesting what he needs to do. The first lantern is like you choose a pile. So in this game we have a pile that is all water, all rock, all greenery, and the tile, which is a mix of elements. So it can be up to 3 elements in the same tile. In this case, he could use the lanterns to search and reveal 5 tiles in the water section and find the water he needs to get those 2 water. And he's going for decoration. Probably he's very tense, but maybe it was too early. Maybe he wants to maximize the hermit before placing it. Let's see what happens. It's also true that we have a lot of rock spaces, right, guys? I mean, in the same line of sight of the pavilion, we have another 2 rock spaces that can be another pavilion anytime, right? So he's not like rushing it. Probably he wants to see what the others are doing first.
Can wait later, maybe.
So now this water tile has 3 coins on it.
Very
the temple
valuable.
has 2, and this other rock has 2 coins on it. So it's going and expanding the garden right now. It's huge.
So let's see what he does.
I think he should get a pavilion and place it on the other side of the. Yeah, he's getting a pavilion because it's too good now. They are sharing majority with he's sharing majority with the fees.
And also
So if the
panorama.
game,
panorama tile also.
It's
And
also a
if you want-
panorama tile, which is great. Now let's also explain one thing about the panorama. So what you've seen so far is that they get discs, and depending on the illustration, so if there is mountains and sun, they will get a big panorama, and if there is the little house, they will get a small panorama. But there is another use about these discs. As soon as you get to 3 of the same kind, you will be able to spend those to reuse a previously used lantern. So that is a very good combo too.
That's a bit. No one has placed any trees so far.
No.
I wonder why. Trees gave a lot of score if you get
I
multiple.
think that it's true. The first stages of the game are very important because there is the rushing over the first character sometimes.
Yeah. You should start since the beginning while playing trees.
Yeah, trees is something that you want to build up
maximize.
since the start.
Maybe you could
Yeah.
explain the characters available.
Yeah, so let's explain
Because
the hermit
someone's
first.
going to choose one very soon.
Oh, the available ones. So we have the Sword Dancer, and the Sword Dancer. The active ability is that you will get a coin every time you pick up a panorama tile, and that means that even if you take a pavilion and there is a bonus of panorama, you're still getting a coin out of it.
Yeah.
And then when you place the Sword Dancer, she wants to see waterfalls. So those symbols are found on the panorama tiles. So some characters interact with the panoramas as a side preference, and some characters interact with the tiles. And you can understand that by seeing the eye on top of the passive ability.
Dafis is using the lantern with 5 tiles. He just draw 5 tiles and choose one of the temples.
The rock temple.
The rock temple. All right. So the rock temple is the same as the green one, but in this case, he's getting 1 coin for placing the temple, 1 coin because he matched rock, and on top of that, he just closed a greenery, so he's getting 1 greenery advancement. Greenery, this garden is lacking greenery spaces, right?
Oh, he's changing.
He's changing his mind.
Wow. Okay, he changed it.
All right.
Yeah.
So
he's
for
doing
1
that.
rock and 1 green.
It's incredible. Now he needs to place, because of the lantern dictate that, he needs to replace the tiles he drawn in the order he wants. And he's basically putting all the temples one following the other. So
That's curious.
It's curious, but at the same time it's so useful for the herbalist itself, because the herbalist sightseeing, she wants to see temples, and it's 5 coins for each temple in line of sight. So there might be a very good scenario here where the first unlocked character is actually the herbalist.
Maybe he wants to look for the herbalist.
Yeah.
You use the third lantern for that, right? No.
Correct. So they
The
have a
fourth
lantern. The fourth lantern makes you choose the character you want to place, or you can choose the panorama you want to place. The
Elvin
musician
commenting on
is
chat.
in this scenario.
He's playing and paying attention to the stream.
Yeah. So
Divide and
Justin
conquer.
G87. Yeah, I recently played with the musician. I lost, but for a small amount of points, I really enjoy it.
So he plays the Empress underneath the pavilion on top.
Yeah,
And he's
of
making
course
look
he's doing
away.
it. Yeah, because
Oh no, it's looking at the inside of the garden, so he gets a point for the peony so far.
he's putting an Empress in a very strange spot, but I do believe that what he wants to do here is just taking a very important spot for Eldin's Hermit, and then he will probably move the Empress.
Oh,
No,
he's changing.
yeah,
Alright,
alright.
that was... We need
What
to know what
happened?
they're talking about.
Let me check a second. I will just go there.
I'm curious. Oh. Alright. Maybe he was explaining how the lantern works? Not quite sure. Because you flip it and then unflip it. So far Ben has been piling up on the coins with the poet. We have 9 coins already.
Yeah. It's maximizing the poet.
Yeah, before he has to pick a character and decides which one goes on the board. they're taking the time talking to Gon right now.
So the thing that happened is that he actually played 2 lanterns on the same turn, and that is something you cannot do. So the limit is that you can only play a single lantern, so a single one-shot ability per turn. So he cannot go and search for the musician. So what he did is that he didn't got the character, and now he's basically waiting for it. Because when you influence a character, you don't have to actually place it immediately. You can place it at any time during the game, but you need to do it before you influence the next, or either you will lose it.
So he's waiting next turn, maybe.
He's waiting.
Andrea Sprague commented on YouTube earlier, have a nice game. I say thank you. And now she or he, I'm sorry, is commenting on Facebook. Excellent game. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. It's a he.
Andrea.
It's from Italy, I think.
I don't see the
Grazie,
picture, that's
carissimo.
what I don't know. I invite you to join the Twitch chat. Most people are active there, talking about the game.
Yeah, there is people chatting on Twitch.
And I
So-
repeat, if anybody has any question about the gameplay, characters, or anything you want to ask, feel free. I'm reading all the comments.
Ben is going for maybe a couple of trees. I don't know.
Oh, it could be.
That could be the
It would
right
be
time.
interesting. It could be
Guaranteeing
interesting.
himself 4 points because he has the peach tree and
4
the willow
points
tree.
and looking forward for because no one is doing that.
Yeah, I think if he goes for trees now, he will probably end up with a lot of points because nobody will go for trees if you
Yeah.
do this now.
I think
So
so.
it's interesting. The set collection with the trees is that the most different trees you have, the most points you will get. Up to 25 if you have all 5 of them. Then we have also the bridge here that is it's there and there is space for it and nobody has got it.
Jeremy is
yet.
asking, I'm curious, why there are no characters yet on the board? The only person to unlock a character so far has been Dafis, and he's waiting his turn to search for a character that he
Yeah,
wants.
because he wants to search. He doesn't like maybe the characters
If you see on the
Yeah.
player board,
The
he's the only
display.
one that advanced the first line.
because he's following some strategy maybe. So he wants.
I'm sure all of them are doing this.
Okay. So, as I said, as I imagine, he took 2 trees.
Yeah, he took 2 trees,
Nice.
and I think it was a very good choice.
And he plays them right outside the line of
Incredible.
sight of the
This
pavilion.
Yeah. It's good. And now the water tile has gone through the roof. It's 4 coins on top of it.
Wow.
That is
Four.
basically a more than a single decoration card. Someone needs to get that as soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't want to use my hand to.
I mean, it's just a card. It's just one single advancement, which is not excellent, but it's still 4 coins. It's a lot.
Your hand's not showing, Fran. It's only
Your
Yeah.
hand is not showing.
we are
yeah.
spectators, so they don't see our hands.
Okay, good.
They can only see guns because he's the game master.
Ah, okay.
So,
Oh, I can do
and the
whatever I
chat
want.
can see, and the stream can see my hand, of course,
Yeah.
because it's my perspective.
He's going for it because of course he goes for it, and I think
Yeah.
it's a safe play. It's very good because now with these 4 coins, he's getting back into the game with 9 coins as Hearthstone.
There were 4 coins piling up on that tile.
And
Yeah, and
on
he
the-
got a character, so let's see what he does because he might influence a character right now.
and there is also a new spot on the boat to place cards.
Yeah, the boat allows a character to be placed.
So I was asking, at the beginning of the game, the characters are given randomly, or they choose their first character? They are given randomly for a selection of first characters. Is that
Yeah,
the word for
there
it?
is a selection of first characters.
starter characters. Are the
Starter
ones
ones.
with the color icon on the top
Yeah.
right corner.
He's placing the child. He was taking the spot for the hermit. So the child is looking at this direction. So the child is getting 1 point, 2 points for the decoration because the characters will get a point for each decoration they see line of sight. And then the child will see all the panoramas that are over here. And right now there is only 1 animal symbol. So he's getting 2 points out of it. Very risky move. He will have to work out
Yeah,
a
5
way
coins.
to it.
5 coins now, but can be improved.
It was
Yeah,
the only panorama
absolutely.
with animals at the moment. Well,
Yeah.
besides the other one, but there's more space
please.
to play.
Hey,
Oh.
the herbalist is here. Wow, that's great. Finally. Kuroyart got the Tau Priest, which is very interesting because every time he places one of the 3 cards that we were talking about before, the Nymphea, the Senkai Vase,
The bonsai tree.
and then Bonsai Tree, he will get 3 coins out of it. So he will maximize that one.
It's a lot of coins, but the downside is that it lowers the overall score of those decorations at the end
Yeah,
of the game.
it's true. It's
I
true.
mean, it's good
Temples.
for him, bad for those who have them.
3 temples, yeah. So he's using a lantern. Let's see what he wants to build up.
That's Eldin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will be right back. I will tell them that after Eldin, we will do a giveaway. All right?
Yeah.
For those of you watching the stream, you need to be on Twitch to enter the giveaway, and you need to be following the channel in order to enter. You will see a message with the keyword that you need to type in chat to join. And for Shoutscat, can the players hear the commentators? No, we're in separate rooms, so we can freely comment over their actions and what we're thinking without giving them any ideas. Train, what's up? Hey, welcome. So once again, be sure to be following on Twitch in order to enter the giveaway that will happen soon enough. You're welcome, Shellscat. So he plays the rock temple there.
Yeah.
So that's 1 coin for matching against a rock, and 1 advancement in rock for enclosing the terrain, and enclosing water also, right?
Yeah. 2 coins anyway.
And 2 coins because he plays the temple. That's
Yeah.
1 coin by himself. Alright.
All right. So Eldin is basically done.
Alright. I'll put on the screen of giveaway. Can you tell me very fast how to change the hand size?
We can't.
Oh, we can't. Alright.
Yeah. So you need to zoom it in a little bit more if you want to show
Alright.
something.
Sorry, Jeremy. You was the one asking
Yeah.
for
Sadly, Tabletop Simulator doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
At least our expert, which is Eldin, he
If he
said
says
that
we
it's
can't,
not possible.
we can't.
Yeah. Sadly, it's like that.
So,
Alright, so-
what's gonna be the price?
So let's do 3 metal coin sets.
Alright.
So that is for our add-on. So as you can see, they are playing with for the victory points. They're playing with coins, and we are giving away a set of metal set of victory points.
Alright, the giveaway is now open. Please type in chat exclamation giveaway to join. You need just to type it once. Doesn't matter how many times you type it, it will only take 1 entry. Elding is joining in. He wants to complete his Tang Garden collection.
And also Kuroyart.
Yeah.
It's fine, they're allowed.
Fred Green, you type giveaway without the exclamation at the beginning. Be sure to put exclamation giveaway. For those of you typing in YouTube, chat won't pick it up, so head over quickly to Twitch and type it here. Sadly, the bot cannot take comments from every platform.
Yeah.
We do
Alright,
it
so
in
let's.
Twitch. Oh,
Do you
alright.
mind if we jump into the other room and we chat with them a little bit while the
Yes.
giveaway is running?
Of
All
course,
right,
let's go there.
go for it.
'Cause I already got all I need.
Hello guys.
Hey, guys.
Well, I
Hello.
got
Hey,
Say
You're
hi.
on stream. How are you? Are
Hi.
you feeling the tension or something like that?
Just a little bit.
The
All right.
pressure.
Frank Sababa, you're typing on Facebook. Please come to Twitch and type it here. Otherwise, you won't be selected to enter.
just trolling.
So
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, tension. Yeah, well, it's a tight game so far. So
Yeah, it is. It is.
I was wondering, how long will you guys take to take a tree? That took a long time.
That took a long time, but I think that at that time it was too good to pass on, right?
Yeah.
there were really good options, but this was a
Yeah.
awesome nation for
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
And
And
I'm smiling at seeing the child inside the pavilion that was perfect for the hermit, right?
Yes, that's why I wanted to go there, but I couldn't get my water advancements up. I even spent a letter to get it, but I didn't.
Alright, time's up for the giveaway. Let's select the winners. The first winner is D Ladyman.
Oh,
Please type in chat.
congrats, the lady man.
Cool name. Type in chat to make sure you're here. After the stream ends, I will contact you with my personal Twitch account, which is Lemikel, and I will ask for your email so I can give you the prize when we ship out the games. Alright, there he is. The next winner is... Oops. That was
You
not the
just
right
had
button.
to give
Yeah.
away.
Eldin. Eldin,
Oh,
really?
don't. No,
Oh.
don't.
I will select another one. You already
I was
have
just
it.
pick another
right?
one.
I want it.
I don't know actually.
I didn't.
I will
I
select
was
Can you
another
give
nice.
it
one.
I
to
didn't.
me?
Alright. Eldin's
I was
kind
not
enough
me.
and he's giving his ticket to someone else.
Thank you, Elden, very much.
So
Yeah.
Byron
I already have
Monster?
everything and then some, so I didn't even bother entering.
I was just thinking trolling it.
I think Elden is trying to get instant karma out of this.
Alright, there's
Ah!
Byron of
Yes,
Monster.
good.
I'm sorry if I'm slaying your name. And the
Awesome.
last winner is Fred's Green.
Congrats.
So type in
Amazing.
chat, make
Congratulations
sure
on
you're here,
winners.
and make sure to whisper me at the end of the stream.
I can.
Maybe someday I'm going to win something. Well, it's the bot fault for sure. I wonder if there is anyone watching that is not a Kickstarter backer, or is not like following us, because that will be a problem if they win something.
What do you creators think of the metal coins? How do they feel? They feel amazing.
You ask us. Yeah,
You
we
actually have trouble giving them away because you want to keep them all.
I would honestly be
You can throw them at cheater.
Don't tell
I think
them my
it gives
plans.
another sense. You feel like every point you get is more important with them.
I think they feel too good. I mean,
All right, so
Wait, it weighs more.
I think we can get back to it, and it's again the
Any
feast.
comment you guys want to make?
No.
No?
I think they will.
I just want to point out the great way that Ben is laying
Yeah,
out his
I've been
coins.
looking at it. He's placing his coin in this
Yeah,
cousin
It's
or
Despite
sideways.
Brad.
Very
It's
mathematical.
giving
Yeah,
a
I'm
little bit of
doing,
problems. Yeah.
Tang Garden. So.
well,
Alright,
All right,
I'll leave you guys to it. Good luck.
have fun.
Bye bye. And let me put back the screen. There you go.
All right.
Well, congratulations
So we're
to
back
the
to
three
it.
winners. Remember to whisper me at the end or right now, and I'll answer you once the stream is over.
So the feast is getting 1 coin because he's matching rock. He's closing rock. He's getting a rock advancement, and on top of that tile, there were 3 coins. So it was a 4 coin plus a rock advancement move.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now we will wait until they will uncover the tiles, because every time we have 3 tiles hidden, then before the next player turns, we need to unveil all of them.
Someone's asking what is different about late pledge backer and normal backer, because I'm a late pledge backer too. About the looks pack on the Thundergriff store. Well, late pledges were eligible to pick up the deluxe edition for a very short time. Now, if you wanna get the game after the campaign ended and that time passed, you can only get the retail version without the stretch goals and the Ghost Story expansion. So basically, you're very lucky that you get it with everything included on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it will arrive at the same time. Basically, late pledges just paid a little bit more to get it.
Who am I supposed to whisper, please?
So what is happening? I will jump on them. Be right back.
Alright.
Huh.
Thundergriff bot thing? No, man. No, Fred. You have to whisper me at Lemikel. Because the bot won't reply to you. I will at the end.
Alright, all good. They are blaming each other already.
All right. Took them long enough.
Yeah, I think that they know how this game works, and they are playing very conservative, and they are looking at what the others are doing to make sure what they do is like is you cannot actually you cannot block someone in this game completely, but you can do something that will give you a little bit of advantage, and that maybe give a little bit of trouble to the other. But normally it's like quite pacific, let's say.
Yeah, it's a very peaceful game.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
with
here,
ghost stories, you can mess up with people with the ghost tree.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
like
and
the
with the
most
characters
aggressive
itself, of
thing.
course.
Yeah,
Demon,
the
with the
demon,
demon.
precisely. Jeremy says pay 120 euros for something like that. Yeah, you got the collector's edition.
Yeah.
That brings everything included in Tang Garden, all the add-ons and all the edition. Thank you so much.
Correct.
Shauskat, it's Luis Angona in the voice right now, right? But whose voice whose? The one who read your question is me, Luis.
That's correct. That's
the one
correct.
commenting most of the game is Gonzalo. And Francesco also from time to time.
Yeah. I'm gone.
He's thinking a lot. Oh,
He's thinking, I think that's good because then we can chill for a second because the game is
because the
going
game was
still
very
fast.
fast at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. A 4-player game normally is like an hour, something a little bit more if you think a little bit more. But I think that they will pull this off in 40-45 minutes. But now there is an important decision to be made because
Alright, got two big comments here. One from Jeremy again. He says, I have questions. I have maybe 60 board games on my shelf, and I'm a 3D passionate, and I 3D print upgrades for my games. If I do something cool for Thundergriff, or Tang Garden, I believe the same, how do I manage to let you know the idea for the future? Well, you can tag us on any social media. You can post it on the Discord channel. We're always very active there, chatting with the community. I will send the link in a bit. And
we would love to see that for sure.
yeah, you can do it right there. And Justin said you can definitely be strategic in how you might limit or cut off another player's potential to get more coins from a single action, like placing a non-sun landscape next to the moon to stop the blade from getting an extra 6 coin, or taking a treat you know someone else needs for their set. Yeah,
correct. Yes,
that's
exactly.
the type of competition that you can manage in Tang Garden.
Yeah.
But it's not like a direct offense or attack at anyone in particular.
Yeah, you cannot steal things. You can just play strategically. And sometimes this game, it's all about strategy, but there are some moments when it becomes more tactical, and you need to adapt to what you're seeing, because each turn you do, you should get an amount of victory points out of it. So you need to maximize your turn every time. And by doing that, you also need to consider like what the others are doing. So in this case, like placing the panorama over or beside the moon was quite better, yeah. Even if that doesn't give exactly.
yeah, I think the most
advantage.
interaction comes from the landscapes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, landscape is a big way of cutting off people from getting points, especially those characters that get a lot of points.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the characters that get points from the tiles, well, you can steal their sweet spot by placing your character.
Yeah, there are also some characters like the Emperor and the Lady. You can place them in front of the Empress.
That's
Guys, I
correct.
need you to explain this thing because it's just beautiful. He got decorations. He spent his lantern to be able to get 2 decorations, and with it, he got the fish that was necessary to complete the birds and get 6 coins out of it. And then he got the Senkai vase, which is the card he needed with the Tau Priest. So he gets 3 coins out of the Senkai vase, and the Senkai vase itself gives you a rock advancement. So I think this turn is quite beautiful.
Alright, so I say post it on Board Game Geek. I would love to see what you come up with. Yeah, that's also a very good place to post it.
Yeah,
Pay
we
close
follow
attention
Board Game
to
Geek
every
too.
post and thread about our games. We try to be engaged with the community as much as we humanly can.
There's a lot of great ideas coming from the community every time.
Well, I believe the color of the cubes at the end it was a community decision.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning it was a player color, and they decided to have one of each, so it's easier to follow.
So now it's Eldin's.
Yeah.
And there is 1 coin over the rock, 2 coins over the greenery, and the water tile is hidden, and we have a temple.
I can close the greenery against a temple, maybe.
Sure, yeah, that could happen. But I wonder what he needs to do here. He needs to do 2 greenery and a water to influence the next one.
You guys notice that the Kuroi and the Fee blocked Eldin's Hermit for being placed at the optimal spot?
Yeah.
I think
He's gonna have a hard time placing him, or maybe he won't play it at all on the board.
Well,
He will
I
keep
think
it
that
for
there
the
are
corner.
ways he
went.
can force it. I mean, he could basically get the Emperor and place the Emperor on the bridge that is over there, so the Empress will have to move, and then he will be able to move his
No.
Hermit inside.
That's correct.
he can force.
He can force it.
But I think he waits too much time.
Wow, this is a great move. So it's basically 2 coins out of that, plus 3 coins
Or
for
one
each matching road. He's not converting coins into truck. He's just doing it because he has the musician. And the active ability of the musician is every time you match 2 roads, you get both bonuses. So you get 2 coins plus an element of your choice.
Yes.
It's very powerful.
Very, very powerful, yeah. But you need to create the moments, right? Now,
Yeah.
probably players, what we will do is like they will try to cover up that spaces where the musician can shine.
I see 3 corners available for...
It's just 2, yeah, 3. It's 2 because we have the. Yeah, it's 3. I now see 3. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 3 because the temple one does not count.
Yeah.
It's the top
We
left, the
cannot
right,
like
and bottom
show
right.
to you because we will be
Well, I
suggesting
can.
that.
I can do it. They won't see my hand.
Oh yeah, you can.
So you
yeah,
have this
of
corner
course.
here on the bottom right. If you match these 2 corners, you trigger the musician's ability. You also have this corner over here and this corner over here. So he has a good few spots to maximize his coin earning and advancement.
Yeah. There is one comment. I'm glad you made the changes to the player boards with the cube colors corresponding to the type. Makes it much simpler to see where things are, and we are totally agree with that. I mean, we found out on BGG, and these are the kind of ideas that the community has, that even if we have seen this game 200 times, is something that we didn't thought about it, and that was a great change, and we put that a vote, and we got enough votes, so we are applying that change because we had time to do it. So yeah, I think that it's much easier to understand the player situation with this change.
I think Hearthstone should go for other trees, but maybe there is no place.
There is no space for trees, and I think
Yeah.
he needs to expand the garden in some way.
No spots.
This garden is very closed. I think that the musician, it's a great moment. It has a great moment to do. But now the musician will open up things, right? Because if he wants to get the bonuses, he will have to open up elements.
Yeah.
To the others. So going for cards, it's not a good scenario because we only have 1 greenery and 1 bridge space, and that's it.
Does the Herbalist
Yeah,
play
there is 1 greenery, so I think he can try for trees. There's
Okay.
one space.
You were saying, Luis?
Yeah, does the Herbalist play a special role in this scenario?
No, but
It's
the
just a good
herbalist
scenario
is,
for her.
It's
in general.
She's good for any scenario, to be honest. I mean, the active ability of the herbalist is that you get 3 herb tokens, and on your turn you can put an herb on top of any character you can see on the board and copy for a turn the active ability, and then you can spend a turn without doing nothing to pick up all the 3 herbs that you place. So I think that it gives you a lot of room to get points out of your turns.
Yeah, it works well with this scenario because there are always 3 characters the display available, so
Yeah.
many more chances.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
now
okay,
he
you
went.
can use
Sorry, he can use it.
with any scenario, with any set.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can mix and match decoration and characters as you please in Tang Garden. It won't create trouble. The only thing is that we suggest playing with the scenarios because we have tried them and we know that you can create the maximum combo. So we know that you will enjoy the game and the strategy behind it.
Justin says, after seeing the game board, I always felt like it would be great for a limited edition copy someday to have board that's actually lifted off the ground, while the four corners are at a lower height, since the shadow in those corners make it already look like they should be at a lower height than the rest of the board. It could be interesting,
I mean,
yes.
we have tried many ways with this game. We have tried to make all wood. We have tried to go more abstract. At the end, this was the best one for create a good experience without going over budget. Because as you know, like being a small publisher, you cannot like overcharge for your game. You need to put the lowest price possible. So I hope that someday we'll be able to do something like that. It will be nice.
And someone says, I could see someone going all out and making the board out of wood and such even. Yeah. There's very passionate people all over the world.
So now it's Kuroi. He got a bridge, yeah. That was the best choice for him. But he's suddenly now opening up a space for the Hermit. So Eldin might be very happy about it. Because the thing is that if Eldin plays the Hermit on top of the bridge, that we haven't said this, but every time you place a pavilion or a bridge, you are also creating character spaces. So in this case, the Hermit will go there looking at the bottom, and he still has a couple of white empty spaces where he can place rocks.
Look forward to see your ideas, Jeremy. Yeah. People having fun here in the chat.
Yeah. They started strong now, they are thinking wisely.
Yeah. They started like with their foot all the way to the gas, and now they're slowing down and taking their time.
I think that greenery tile is excellent because he will be able to close the greenery space that is open, get to greenery advancement, and on top of that, a small
panorama token.
a small panorama.
Yeah.
I think it's a good choice. And it's good for the Tau Priest to manage panoramas and decide where to place them, right? Because when the Tau Priest is placed on the board, he doesn't want to see things on the landscape. So the Tau Priest gets 12 coins and gets -1 for each panorama element he sees.
And by panorama element, we're referring to the icons.
Yeah,
Panorama.
he's exactly doing what we suggested. Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense.
It was the right move.
Yeah, the best one for sure. And now he's playing a small panorama. So we have villages and we have waterfalls. And waterfalls are excellent for the Sword Dancer that is actually available on the display. I think he might be trying to... Let's see if he plays the waterfalls over the waterfall there. Would be 6
So we have a
points.
waterfall
already.
here and a small panorama, and we have another one with the moon next to the dragon, right?
Correct.
So he's playing with the top priest right now.
All right. He's trying to build something interesting though, because he just placed a village over there, and that will block a little bit the rest. But at the same time, I think he's trying to work out for the emissary, which is a character that wants to see a village symbol on each of the 4 sides of the board to get 12 coins at the end of the game.
He has 2 now.
Yeah, there are
Two sides.
two
Two sides.
villages now. Yeah,
Mhm.
he needs, and the other sides are quite empty, right? So there is a possibility to have a village over there.
There is also the possibility that someone reads his move. Can
That
understand.
can anticipate. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always a problem that you need to consider the tempo when you influence characters. And we have to say that Eldin still hasn't. So maybe it's time for him now to influence a character in this turn. what was the hardest thing to balance when designing this game? I think that when we started doing this game, and it took us like 18 months to just have a final version of it, and still after that, after the Kickstarter, with all your input and ideas, we even try to refine the experience. But the main challenge was making something that was seamlessly like you can match the tiles and you can match the panorama, and everything will be cohesive. We are very used to Carcassonne and all these games, but these kind of things are very hard to balance because you need to create a set of tiles that in ways that they can interact within each other without creating mess. And I think that the walls and all these little things we have been doing is to have a good experience by expanding the garden, and it is much
Also to give new possibilities, new chances to players to for example,
Yeah.
taking some levels that otherwise they cannot take.
Yeah, and I think that the other thing was creating something that can be expandable in the future. So, but creating a modular game that you can mix and match and do whatever you want, because this will create new experiences for us and for you as you play that during the years. So what do we have now? The fees. And I think that going for cards is not a bad choice, but he has the musician and he has to push forward. No, he's not doing that. He's just getting 2 water advancement by completing this section here, and he's getting a coin because he matched a road. Now we will reveal all the tiles because 3 are hidden.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Let's see. There are just 1 point on the temple tile, 1 coin, and no coins on the
So
other
it
side.
says the work
Correct.
to make sure the tiles and panoramas can all match with each other seamlessly without interrupting the partner paid off so well. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So
And there is
very
moments
good.
in this game that we create a moment together, but there is that tile that basically touches 3 different sides, and you're closing spaces. You're doing a lot of things with it, and I think that is what we really wanted for this game: is create that moments that really impress you, and you make a lot of combos by thinking through it.
What do you mean about creating a modular game? Are you saying that you're maybe thinking about creating expansions or add-ons in the future?
Francesco is already working on Tang Garden Seasons, which is our next one. It is still a little bit a long way to go, but the exciting part is that he's working together with Michael Schacht on this. But yeah, we have plans for it. I think that there are many ways we want to expand the game with, but what you are receiving will be quite enough before we start like announcing any other thing. You will play. You will have enough material to play with.
And compliments for your explanations of all the possibilities the player have when it's their turn. It helps me understand different tactics much better.
Because
Thank you.
this is because Gonzalo is a good player also. Very good player of Tang Garden.
That's true. That's true.
And most of the time he wins.
That's why every time the community wants him to
Yeah,
lose.
we remember how the last time how did it go?
Last game we played with the viewers, and I was playing for them. We won. That was an
I remember
awesome
that.
feeling.
It was epic, yeah. So now it's Hesturm, and he's looking at that bonsai quite closely, right? But by getting that bonsai, the overall value of the Senkai Wei and the Nymphea will go down by 3. So each card will be worth 4 coins.
He was looking for the trees, but he didn't.
I think that if we want to talk strategy, I think that any decoration that gives you an average of 3 coins, it's already a very good payout. So by getting the bonsai, it's still a very good card because he gets a greenery out of it. But he's going for the fish. And that is quite strange. But he's going for it. Oh, right, I get it. He's preparing the view for the poet, probably.
Yeah.
because the poet on the bridge,
Yes, on this side.
looking at the moon, it's 2, 4, 6, 8,
8.
possibly 10 coins if he places another water tile over there, and plus he gets a point for the pavilion and a point
It's
for the
10
fish.
now. It's 10 now.
It's already
Plus.
10.
If he places the on the bridge, the poet.
It's not 10, Francesco. It's 4 tiles total. It's 8 coins.
Yeah, plus the bridge and the fish.
Oh yeah, it's 10. Yes, of course. I was talking about the water. He
Mhm.
could maximize still the water by placing another one.
Yeah, another tile.
The only thing, so Jeremy says, the only thing about this game that I really hate is that we have to wait. But the reason is because I love it.
Me too. Me too.
Well,
We
trust
have
me,
very
we all
tight
have
deadlines.
to wait, even us.
I mean, I think that when the delay happened, it was basically because we felt like by making this game, we were thinking about what kind of game we wanted to make, without caring about too much about all the implication about usability and stuff like that. And we have done that with Iwari after, because we understand how important it is. But with this one, we thought that taking a little bit more time just to make the game more durable, it would be excellent for you and it would be excellent for us. Because having replacement power problems over 11,000 backers, it would be a huge problem for our company. So we want just to make sure that the game is not just fun to play, but it's also structurally solid to play.
Kuroi. I think he's going to take maybe another Sun's Highways.
So let's see, Kuroi.
Because
Maybe
he has the Tau Priest, so he gets 3 coins, right?
yeah,
2 coins,
yeah,
2 coins.
yeah. He needs to get somehow the Senkai
It's
base.
more coins for them and
It's
less
3
for
coins.
those who get the
But he
decoration.
prefers
The
the
butterfly.
Yeah,
butterfly to unlock the lantern.
and I think he will use it again. Yeah, of course. He
Look.
just wants to fill up the spaces so Hellstrom cannot place any trees on top of them. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting the butterfly. The butterfly gives you 0 points at the end of the game, but if you see on the top right corner, there is the
Oh.
untap lantern. So he untapped the double decoration lantern, and he
takes-
used it immediately to get a pavilion.
Wow, nice combo. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now it's an open game for the pavilions, and there is another spot that is very good for the hermit now. So now the pavilion game is open up. 3 out of 4 players have 1 pavilion in hand. So in this case, if the game ends right now, it will be 18 points. And they will have to share that total between the 3, so it will be still 6 points for each of them. And with a single card, it's very good. Interesting. So now it's the Fizz turn. Let's see if he goes for card. He'll probably now play something for the musician, right? I mean, he has to. It's too good to pass on. I bet that he will place the rock tile over the
In one of
bottom.
the corners.
He will get 2 coins, and he will increase water, and he will get 2 coins out of that too, because he will reach the track. Let's see what he does.
I was gonna say, unless he wants to advance the green.
Unless he wants to do the other thing around, which is basically the same.
But with a different
He's
tile.
matching, he's getting those 2 coins, he's getting 2 more coins because of the musician, and he will increase maybe greenery?
Yeah, maybe.
Because he wants another character? Makes sense? Yeah,
Yeah.
greenery.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's going well. 20 coins already for him.
Yeah, the game is quite open up, and this one will end. One of 2 different things might happen. So the first one, if one of the 4 piles of tiles runs out, that is immediately game over. And the other is when there is only 3 landscape, 3 panorama discs on the table. 3 left.
Coins,
So he's getting the rock.
rock, and another coin.
Beautiful. 17, 12, 16, 20. So it's...
For those of you who don't
Close.
know, the endgame
Wow.
triggers are when one of the tile piles runs out, or when there are only 3 panorama tokens left on the board.
correct.
That
So
way you can get an estimate of how long.
Yeah.
Can you tell
I
me how
think
many
it
tiles
depends
are
on
in the
them.
piles, or in the one with the fewest? Because since I'm a spectator, I cannot see.
I think that the fewest is the Tao tiles with 7 underneath.
Which, by the way, there's a sweet spot there for the herbalist. Maybe if there are another character
Yeah,
placement
I
spot
think that.
on either
yeah.
side of the temples.
Yeah, from the side of the Lotus Temple, so the blue one, it's impossible to have a character space there because it's greenery. But after that, it could be placed, I think. There is a very interesting tile right now on the table, and it's the greenery one. Maybe you can show to them, because it has a greenery space that is already enclosed, and that will be a greenery advancement. But if the fees use it with the musician, then the outcome will be massive.
He still has 3 corners open up for that.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of them.
And he could really use that because he needs green to unlock a second character, and he could use the musician ability to advance water and get 2 more coins out of the move. So he could
Yeah,
get 4
he's-
coins, 2 advancement, 1 character, and place in either the musician or the next character that he wants to choose.
I think that he wants to keep the musician so far. It's working so well for him.
He
Okay,
could
5
easily
tiles.
choose the student and
5
maybe place
tiles
him on the
for-
boat to get a few coins there.
It's true.
Oh,
Interesting.
bamboo
Interesting.
courtyard.
So he's using a lantern to reveal 5 Tau tiles. He's probably asking what does do.
Oh, this tile, just when you place near any other type of terrain except for roads, footpaths, gets 1 coin. 1 coin for each kind of terrain.
And on top of that, that is
So no need to
considered
make-
a temple. So that is also good for the herbalist, right?
Yeah, good also for the herbalist.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just reminding them that that tile can be used for the herbalist too. Ooh, that's a very interesting thing to do. Wow. So with the wall, he's getting closure over this segment and gets 1 greenery. Then on top of that, he gets another greenery because he has an enclosed island over there,
And 1 coin for
and
matching
1 coin
the-
because he just matched the
With the
Lotus
temple.
Temple.
with water.
Very nice turn. Now it's open. The water there will flow very fast, and I think that those 3 panoramas over there are starting to get very important at this stage of the game for the lanterns itself.
Oh. He placed the bamboo courtyard at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom, very far from everything else. So of course, Eldin needs to
Very far
get
from ending.
needs to get that, because either the fizz
Yeah.
was a huge advantage for him. So he's getting greenery because it's an enclosed greenery space, and then he's getting 2 coins because he's matching the 2 footpaths. Did he get the coins or did he get the advancement? No, he's getting the coins. No,
Coins.
yeah, coins. And now he influenced a character. What he did is he got the herbalist and he copied the musician to get the full amount of points.
So he made the move that we were talking about that Fee could do.
Yes, to take the 2 coins and 1 move. Both.
Should he get to copy the musician right now? if he just unlocked that one.
That's a question for you, Fran.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to see
Because the
what
turn
he did.
order is placing a tile, get the advancement, unlock the new character, so he cannot copy the musician, I think.
Yeah, he get later, right? The
Yeah.
herbalist.
On the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should not do it. The character is always the last thing you do in the
I believe you should go ahead and let them know.
Yeah.
Oh, he already left. Since I have a streamer mode on Discord, I don't get notifications when people join or leave the room.
Yeah, you should get like the herbalist token, and
that's
he
it.
can
And
use
wait
it
for
later.
the next turn in order to take advantage of the copied ability.
Yeah. Maybe he will not be happy. This-
Have you ever tried a tea called Lapsang Souchong? Maybe I'm butchering that name. No, I haven't. Have you, friend?
What?
All right.
Let
So
me see.
I just asked about the herbalist.
No,
Sorry, guys, and
never-
he could
never
have
tried.
done. He's influencing the second character now, so the herbalist was already in his possess when he used it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's fine.
So, our bad for
Okay.
not paying that much attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
We drift off by talking.
Now he's influencing his second character, and he used the lantern to go and pick him up. And it is the architect.
The architect.
Wow.
A bit late, isn't it?
It is a bit late, but if he wants to push over the pavilion, this is the best case, because the active ability of the architect is every time you place a pavilion or a bridge, you get 2 coins. And on top of that, looking at this direction, he's also getting 3 points for each symbol he wants. And there are 3 of them.
I believe
So
he's taking
getting...
it for that, because the active ability...
This is huge.
He already
because,
placed it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already placed it. But now let's count. It's 9 points because of the panoramas. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, no, it's 1, 2 points for the
2 points,
for the decorations, and that brings a total of 11.
11. Yeah.
That is a very good amount of points for a character.
Alright. I believe the dogs stopped barking, so I'm able to open my window again. It's very hot here already, and isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not even summer yet.
Been rainy here in Italy a lot.
Right now it's 18 degrees Celsius, but it was like 20 something. And the
Okay.
sun setting at 9ish.
Musician again.
This guy is playing very aggressively.
Yeah, he's maximizing the
He's maximizing the musician, but the thing is, Francesco, that if he still now he needs to influence a character, so he needs to decide if he will keep the musician or if he will basically place the musician. There is a good spot to place the musician.
I see like one spot, right? On the bridge? Looking
Yeah, on the bridge looking down, it's
down the
3
Hermit
points each.
and the Empress, is she? Yeah.
But on top of that,
6.
there is one important thing about this scenario, Francesco. It's if you can see 4 decorations in a row, then you will get 2 points more.
Traditional,
So
yes.
placing the musician there is not a bad choice.
That's a scenario special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Plus
special
2,
rule
it's
from
a
this.
plus 2. Yeah. And yes, because he gets the bridge, peony, Sans Highways, and pavilion. They are 4. So 4 points plus 6 for the 2 characters, right?
Correct.
So it's a 10 plus 2, 12. If he places the musician. Or if he didn't place the character?
He didn't. He's waiting.
Oh, he didn't do it. Okay.
Now, Herstrom have done this. He's getting a coin out of that, matching the greenery with the temple. Then he's closing greenery, so he's getting a greenery advancement. And that's it.
Closing a water also.
And closing a water, so he's getting also water. That
Made
was
a
a
little
great turn.
pond over there.
Yeah.
I love how the garden builds up when the game advances. It begins with
Yeah,
this white
they're
board,
playing very tactical, but
and then it suddenly becomes this beautiful garden.
But here, Ben also needs to take some other trees to maximize the collection.
yeah. But he's very behind the character game, right? He still needs to place a character, so I think that this is the time to do it.
Mm.
He should place the poet at this point. There is that bridge that it's a great place for it.
Mm.
But let's see what he does.
For the poet, yes, because if he goes later, maybe he will lose that spot.
Yeah, exactly. That spot is too good to pass on. So it's still Kuroi's our turn. I think that he's thinking about influencing that second character.
I just have to say this music is amazing. Makes this such a calm and fun experience, even just watching, says the Night Ninja. Yep.
Thank you very much. We will refer to Veronica. I'm sure she will be happy to hear that. She has put a lot of love over the soundtrack for Tang Garden.
I play the soundtrack when I'm driving. If I have a long drive, it's very relaxing. And relaxing enough so I don't fall asleep, that I'm calm driving. I really like it.
Awesome.
Gracia says, this game started fast, but now they're getting thinky. Yep.
Yeah, they are, absolutely.
There's
I think that anything they do now, it's
they're
quite
certainly
important.
trying not to end it yet, because they're trying to fill up the board on the edges before taking the tokens. They have something up their sleeves yet.
Guys, there is something that just happened that was massive. Herstrom decided to influence a character, and he placed the gardener on top of the bridge. And the side view of the gardener is that he will get 2 coins for each decoration he sees in line of sight. So far it's 2, 4, 8, 10 coins. He's maximizing the 2, 4, 6, 8 coins, so he's almost maximizing it. And on top of it, he's also getting the bonus for the 4 decorations.
So he's getting 8 coins at the moment, right? Is the bridge, the peony?
He's getting
the
14
base?
because he gets 2 for each decoration, plus 1 for each decoration, as all the other characters do. And if he sees 4, he gets another 2 coins.
That's a huge point.
Yeah, that was the best character to be placed on the bridge, and he knew it, and he went for it.
Line of sight is the direct line starting from the tile where the character is until the limit of the garden. Yeah, that's correct.
That is
And
correct.
it counts the decoration he's on, which in this case is the bridge.
Correct. Now let's see. Kuroi Art is going for decorations, and he's getting a bonsai because he has the Tao Priest. So that is 3 coins for him, and he gets to play the bonsai. Now the total value of bonsai, senkai, and nymphea is 4.
So he starts at 7 and loses 1 each time someone gets one of those decorations.
Correct. Exactly. Starting with the first. So 7 minus 1 when you place the first one.
Yeah,
of
the
those.
first one is worth 6 at the end.
And we discussed those points so long with Francesco.
Wow.
I remember it was like 4 or 5 days discussion.
Yes.
He's very hard to convince.
Yeah, starting from 7 or starting from 6, but 7 is okay, I think. You are
Of
right.
course it is. It is great. So, what Elding is doing now? He's getting to expand the garden with water, and he's getting a big panorama out of it. Is it maybe time to use those 3 discs and go and look for the panorama he needs?
it's another no, castle is the name. I'm sorry. The architect likes to see.
This one.
What's the name? Yeah, the green one. It's the green
No, the architect wants to see the yellow one, which is buildings.
yellow.
And
Right,
it
the green is
is
the market.
the
Buildings.
merchant and the emissary. In this case, we are playing the emissary, not the merchant. He
Yeah.
wants to see villages, which are
Also, in this scenario, we don't have the merchant. Simply, we have the emissary.
so. Eldin, still thinking about it.
It's a very tense game.
Yeah. You can feel the pressure. taking this
Shadowcat is asking
He's
something.
working good. He's working good, but he has 2 less decoration.
Shadowcat says, I do have to say that out of all the changes that happened to the game after, the redesign of the bridge was the one that I didn't really agree with. The look of it is very chunky now, though I understand it from a stability and long-term use standpoint. I'm likely to look into enjoyable for them though, depending on how they look in person.
Yeah, I think that-
I hope you like them and that you feel comfortable with them.
Yeah,
Made
and
those
I do believe
changes.
that you have seen just the white sample of the bridge. When you will see all the illustrations and the color we have used for the plastic that interlocks it, I think it will be quite better.
So Eldin still playing?
I wonder
Yeah.
why green character got his name outside the game board.
Yeah, it's true. It's so strange.
I just noticed going vertical.
I think it's a position thing.
Yeah.
So,
What?
what panorama was placed?
He's looking
Oh,
for
he will look
around.
for it. He
Yeah.
will look for it. I think he will
just
go.
unlocks. He spent three tokens to unlock the lantern. And now
Wow,
he's using
this
around.
is beautiful. That's 4 symbols for the architect, so it's 12 points as the
Yeah.
panorama.
Honestly, I never saw 4 symbols for the architect together. This is the first time.
It's very beautiful, yeah, because he adapted
12
to
points.
the thing. He went and looked for it. All right.
Yes.
So now is the fees.
That is. I guess he will use the musician again. Don't you think so?
Yeah. Well, there are
Anyone-
no tiles. Oh yeah, there's only one tile for it. And he's using
Yeah.
it just for that.
He got that. Now
Anyone
he gets to
painted the
place.
minis? Your samples, I mean.
Yeah,
So-
we are. We already arranging to painting the first one that were in, because we had the samples and now we have received the first injections of the proper mold, so final miniatures, and we are sending them over to paint them. So I think that it will be probably 12 days from now, something like that.
Getting 2 extra coins for advancing that water advancement.
27 coins.
That's a lot
That
of
is
coins before
impressive.
even final score.
Yeah, that's the musician. But the thing, it's like the musician, he has an excellent ability, an active ability, but he has a placement ability that is very circumstantial. So for now, we have 4 characters aligned, but there is no place for the musician.
To
He's still
maximize.
not going for the third character, right?
No.
He's waiting.
This is play on tabletop simulator Skellner. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrongly.
We have a very basic version of Tang Garden, so base game with the first characters on Tabletopia. It doesn't look like this, but it is functional and you can play it easily. This is the only version, like Tabletop Simulator is the one we actually control and we can program and we can update. So this one will always be updated. We have one update working on with all the last touches we have done to the components and such, and hopefully it will go out soon. So we will let them play until Eldin, and then we will do second giveaway
All right.
very fast.
While the giveaway is going, I'm gonna go and get something to drink. I'm dry.
Absolutely. All right. So what can he actually do? So we have 2 coins over the rock tile. We have 1 coin over the Tau tile. And then there is an... Oh, he went for decorations. So he got a pavilion, and now it's open season. So every one of them has 1 pavilion.
Yeah.
So at this point, 1 single pavilion card could change the outcome completely. And we only have 1 space. And of course, we only have 2 pavilion left in the game, right? That's also to consider.
4 coins each player now.
Yeah.
It's just 18 points divided.
He's changing the location of the pavilion.
Audifreak
Because
says, hi everyone. I have been halfway paying attention to this since we are at the hospital. Between nurses and visitors, we have been busy. My wife gave me permission to announce to the Thundergriff group that we have a new gamer that came to the world yesterday morning. We can't wait until our beautiful daughter is old enough to play this game. Congratulations,
We can wait too.
Audifreak.
Congratulations.
Very happy your wife gave you permission to share the news with everyone here. Congratulations.
1 more player for the family. That's good.
Wow.
What an awesome news. What
Congratulations.
a beautiful day to be born. Spring. Amazing. Beautiful time. Hope everything's well for you.
Alright, so Kuroi art. He has all the tiles. There is place for basically everything but water on the garden and bridges. I think it is worth to consider like expanding the garden somehow. There is the fees counting his coins, very proud of it. Changing for the bigger one as exactly as they were playing on a table.
I really love that can still happen in tabletop, you know? Those
Yeah,
little
sure.
touches that make you feel like you're playing the real deal.
Alright, so we since this is let's say like a final, like important match, we are painting the miniatures over the player colors, so you can easily see each player where he's placed and how many points he can get.
I was wondering how are they doing that? Is Eldin?
Yeah, Elding is doing it. Elding is doing it. So now he's placing the Tau tile, he's getting the coin out of it, and he's matching the tempo. So by doing this, he will also get a water advancement
And 1 coin. No.
Yeah.
and
no,
a panorama.
It should be 1 coin if it was green, right?
Correct. 1 coin
Yeah.
if only if green. In this case,
So-
he's still getting a water, but I think what he wanted is just the animal, because he has the child over there, and he just wants it's just 2 animals, so he needs to work through it.
Yeah.
I think this game is quite open yet, but I feel it could end like any time. So I will stop them, and we can do the giveaway. All right?
After this turn? Alright.
Yes, correct. So he's going for decorations. Oh, there's a swan. The swan is one of the greatest decorations in the game, but sadly there is no space for it. Oh. Basically, it can become any other decoration card. So that swan could become a pavilion at the end of the game and get the sexual collection out of that one.
They turn it facing down.
Yeah, the only thing he can get is a tree, and at this stage of the game,
He
for
really
Eldin,
doesn't need
it's
it.
not the best. It's not the
It's
best.
just 1 point, and maybe 1 extra point if he plays it in front of one of his characters.
Yeah, I think this turn is hard. It's hard. So I will stop them, and let's do a giveaway for the meta coins. But if you want, instead of the meta coins, we can give you Herbalist promo.
Alright, how many prizes will be?
Let's do 4 prizes.
Alright. for Herbalist promo. Alright, so you can put it right there. So I'm gonna put on the giveaway screen. Giveaway is not open. Type exclamation giveaway in chat in order to enter. Be sure to be following the channel. If you're not following, you won't be able to join. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
All right, so let's do this giveaway. And while you did you already launch it? Yes. Maybe we can talk a second with them, see how they're doing. So Luis got to drink something, so I will drag him.
No point, really.
And now here, hey guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
So how this game it could end anytime basically.
Yeah.
It could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to calculate who is winning here. I think that it's quite even.
Yeah, except for Cole getting all these coins from his musician.
Yeah, but there is something about the musician is that so far there was a potential place for her, but now there isn't exactly. So while
true.
the musician gives you a lot of coins during the game, then you cannot get the last shot of that 10 coins, right? Because you are blocking him. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, so far.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, that actually. Wow.
All right, so the giveaway is still going, I think. Luis will be back in a second. So are you talking too much in the game or not? It's
really.
like
Yeah,
any other
but-
game.
So
Yeah.
much.
I'm back and someone moved me. What's happening?
Yeah, I did because so the audience can hear the comments.
Alright.
Uh.
I'm gonna go ahead and select the winners.
All right.
Four
Alright.
winners, you said, right?
Yes.
Correct.
First one is the Night Ninja 13, who was commenting earlier before. Be sure to type in chat.
If I'm unlucky with the trees, maybe I'm lucky with the metal coins.
That tree,
Alright, congratulations.
that tree that Eldin got right now. It's,
Yeah.
It's a bold statement. It's a bold statement.
It's a bold statement.
It was his only choice.
There was no choice.
Bonfire
I
Night
drew-
Time.
that's one,
I
man.
drew 3 willows and 1 peach.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw
Second
everything.
winner.
I saw it.
Every willow.
Hold on, he wants to announce the second winner.
So ready, I
Already
was so
did, he
ready for
already-
this one. I
already
didn't
answered.
get it.
The third winner is
there's a lot
Brownie
happening.
Fanta. So they get the
Brownie
metal coins
Fanta.
or the Herbalist
Correct.
promo, right? Alright. Brownie Fanta, type in chat. Be sure to whisper me
That's a
and I will
shame.
contact you at the end asking for your Kickstarter email or your email that you use on the shop. Sweet. And the last winner is there you go, Ben.
There you go.
Oh my god. I bet
Wow,
this is
congrats.
not rigged, guys. This is just pure luck.
Yeah, it's pure luck.
Okay, I'm off. Bye.
Bye.
If you don't type in
Who
chat,
cares about
you
the
won't
gold?
receive the prize, man.
Good job. Awesome.
Be sure
Alright,
to
so let's
whisper me
get
on
back to it.
either Twitch or Discord.
Right. Good luck, guys. Talk to you after the game ends.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Right. Good luck. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I'm back. And
Now, the fees.
back at the screen. There you go.
All right. Beautiful thing. He's placing the Tau tile. He's matching water. He's getting 1 water out of it that he needs for the character. And basically, he got the 3rd panorama disc he needs to unlock a lantern.
That's a lot of
getting
waterfalls on that side.
One
Oh,
dancer.
finally. Your dancer.
And of course, he's gonna place her
He's going to
right
place
here. Oh 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That gets her 1 extra coin, right? And then all the panoramas with the waterfall.
Yeah, I think that those Wonders has already 2, 4, 6, 8 it's 8 coins out of it.
8. Yeah.
Just for the panoramas, without considering even decorations. I think it's a good pick. Now he needs to understand which one he's placing. He placed where he. No, he placed it already. Sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get the comment now, Luis.
Yeah. Inside the pavilion.
Yeah, I missed it completely.
Don't worry.
So you got 3 coins for the decorations plus 8, right?
No, it's 4. It's 4 because it's the pavilion
4.
he's in. Yeah,
And
plus 2. The
and
bonus.
still plays for maybe another.
It's
Yeah,
like
for it.
14 coins so far for this War Dancer. That's another very interesting thing to do. Wow. All right. And so here is matching rock, so he gets 1 rock. He's closing rock, so he's getting another rock advancement. And he played very well with the walls over there.
So he's preparing for the next character. So
Yeah.
just
I do
needs
believe
some
so.
greenery later.
Yeah. I think that for now that they will have to decide if they are willing to push the game towards that, or
Yeah,
if
I
someone
think-
will rush to the end so they don't get that extra character.
Well, I think a couple of turns. Then
Yeah.
the game will end. Yeah, you see? So 5 landscape tokens are remaining on the board. If they take another 2, then
It's over.
it's over.
It's over. And now it's Kuroi Art, and he's doing probably expanding the garden at this stage. Or he already Alright, he already played, so it's Elden's.
Oh, they should throw a new panorama also.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love how the characters can fit inside the pavilions and on top of the bridges. Make
That's
them
quite
look
important.
So good.
It's a fundamental part of the game that because of the decorations you can also create spots for the characters you need.
I love that every one of them selected an avatar from the game to make this
Yeah.
all more beautiful. For those of you that want those avatars, they're on Discord channel. And if you can find them, ask someone and we'll post it again on there. So you can all have a...
Yeah, I'm quite sure that if you go to the Kickstarter page at the bottom in the social section, we have a link to the avatars too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Congrats to the winners, those coins are gonna be nice. Hell yeah. Bonfire says agreed, thanks.
So, Elden turn. And now let's see if he starts to expand the garden, he will start getting coins out of this because he's
Right.
reaching the track limit, right? So he's getting a panorama, so maybe he wants to end the game. He will advance a rock and he's getting, he will close and match the rock, so it's 2 rocks
2 coins
and
for
he's
advance.
getting 2
The
coins.
2 coins, yeah, for the level.
Now I wonder if he will use the Herbalist token to copy someone at this point, like the Hermit itself, to get us another coin out of it, but I think
Shouldn't
he
he have
won't.
done it beforehand?
No, he can do it now. He can do it now and copy the ability.
Alright.
So he's placing a small panorama over there.
Yeah.
Covering up the animal places for the child, which are capped to 3 now. It's getting tight. So 1 more panorama and this game will end. And the only one that has actually something to be unlocked is Elden's, because he's very close to both greenery and water to get the 2 coins out of it. But I don't believe they will unlock new characters.
Well, there is Ben, maybe. He needs greenery. Maybe he's not able
He
to
needs
do it.
greenery, yes. I think that Ben can place a character, that's correct.
Yeah, he can. By
He
taking
can.
the tile, the greenery tile.
Yeah,
By-
yeah, the greenery tile can be placed even. Oh, there is
Match,
an excellent space there. Like
Yeah.
three roads.
Yeah,
3 roads.
very beautiful.
So it's Tafis now.
Yeah, I think he will do if Tafis doesn't steal.
I think Tafis
That's,
will steal that every day of the week. Yeah, it's 1 coin. It's
Yeah.
excellent for his musician, but at the end,
It's too
who
good to
knows?
pass.
Who knows if he wants to do that last coin shot, or if he wants to try something else. All right, so I think that also with this city out, the emissary could be a very good
Oh,
choice.
he took it.
Of course he did, but he placed there,
Game hand.
which is very strange considering.
He wants
Just because he wants that big panorama.
And
Why
he
does he
wants-
wants a big panorama? Oh, because of the waterfall, of course.
And he wants
Give
also to
4
close
points.
the game.
He's using
I
to
forgot
search.
who is the first player. Is Dafiz.
It's him, yeah. Everybody has a turn. An extra turn. I think, yeah, he got a panorama out with a waterfall and he placed it like that.
Well, I think he cannot place. Oh, okay. He can look for. Here's the.
Yeah, he
Oh,
unlocked
yeah,
the lantern
yeah.
with the panorama discs, small ones. So he used 3
Uh,
panorama of the same kind to unlock the lantern to search for a panorama. But there was already a panorama out with fall, so it was the same.
Who was the first player? The Fizz, right?
Oh,
The
Dafiz.
Fizz was, yeah.
So it's-
So this
I
is the
think
last turn
Everybody
of
got one last
everybody.
I think
Yeah.
Ben can use the 5 tiles lantern to search for something
I agree.
to get the greenery.
I agree. He needs to do that on the Tau tile.
Yeah. Here's the lantern.
It's the only shot he has. I think he's thinking about it. He will do it. I think he will do it. Because if he gets those 3 greenery he needs, then that character will give him a lot of points. But I wonder if he will be able to. I think it's a very important turn for him, because that could change the outcome of the game completely. But he will have to risk it and use the lantern and go for the Tau tiles, because he cannot go for the greenery because it's not shown. He's going for cards, maybe. Wow, he's ditching the character. He's going for that pavilion, I think. I think he's going for that pavilion.
For the tiebreaker.
Oh,
Wow,
or
1,
3
2,
maybe.
3, 4.
And he
5.
didn't got it.
A 3. A 3 is okay
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, it's
I
one that he
A 3
doesn't
it's
have.
okay.
A 3 is 5
I mean, it
points.
could be worse, right?
And then the fish is also very good for him, that's for sure.
Someone's asking, is it
Birds.
possible to play a game that fills up the entire board?
I mean, that's up to the players. That I think that we have played
You can try to
games
fill
that
a lot
Yeah,
of the
I
board.
think
Yeah.
birds is better because birds can give him 6 points.
I don't know.
Yeah, because he has he has
Oh
fish.
yeah. Yeah,
So
you're right.
It's better.
And then Nymphea will give him a water that he doesn't need. The tree will give him basically 5 points.
5 points.
And the swan can become a pavilion, which give him 12 points and will get points out of the rest, which is not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
not bad.
Right. Maybe it's better.
Yeah,
As
He needs
one
to-
becomes a pavilion.
he needs to place the swan.
Oh, yeah, there is place here. Yeah, 2 places.
Yeah, that swan is placed, and now is the last turn of Kuroi Ard.
Last move.
I wonder. Because he has 3 panoramas that he could use for a lantern.
He can move the.
He went for decorations, okay.
Oh, really?
He went for decorations. And at this point, it makes sense to use the panoramas, unlock the double card, and get that Nymphea.
Duck, maybe.
And the duck that cannot be placed. There's only one space for the water. Sad.
So I'm gonna say I really want a variant that ends the game when the last landscape token is gone. You can make a house rule out of that if you want to fill out
I
the
think
garden.
so. You will prolong the game for probably another half an hour, but you can do
It wouldn't
that.
affect the balance of the game. It will just length affect the length
Yeah.
of the game.
We have done that in the
It's
past.
a little
We've
bit
played the
longer.
game like that plenty of times. So Nymphea, so it's 3 coins because he still has the Tau Priest. He get a water advancement that doesn't help exactly, but he still get the 3 coins, and now the value of the Nymphea Bonsai and Senkai vase is 3, which is still very good, to be honest.
How many outside there? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's 3 for each one.
Yeah. He's not using the panoramas because there's nothing he can go for.
Yeah, Bamboo Courtyard is a lot of coins now.
Oops, I thought
Yeah.
I leave something on. Be right back.
Sure.
Well, a lot. I think just 3 coins at most.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's analyzing his choices, but I think the one he did is the best. Nothing he can do for the rest of the tiles. That he shouldn't move the child from there. It's too good.
I'm back. I really didn't want to burn down my house.
That's fine.
Right. So this is last turn before. Well,
What happens
Eldin's
when you
last
take
turn.
those 3 final landscape tokens, though? Because all lines have been placed by that point. No, there's still places for the landscape. There is actually, if you see on the board, there are 2 small and 1 big. There are still places to play the 2 small and 1 big. But we decided that this endgame trigger was the best in terms of final tension and game length. But you can play for the entire garden if you want. So he got the emissary. He's placing the emissary anywhere, and he's getting. Is he getting 12 points out of this? No, 9, because there are 3 villages, plus all the decorations, which are 4, plus is another 6. So it's 15 points for the emissary, and that's his last turn. Very
Not
good.
bad. Not bad. Yeah.
All right, so now that's it for him, and
Eldin, last one. And last one for Eldin is maybe. Yeah, maybe. Just taking coin with water, maybe.
I don't know.
I was thinking the same, to get 2 coins out of that water.
Yeah, and also get, because there are already 2 coins on the water tile,
You could get
plus
4.
you
Yeah.
can choose 1 water and 1 another coin, plus the 2 for the level, so 5.
I will.
It's a
Yeah, 5
Fine.
coins.
And if
No,
you
it
place
can
it
even be more.
near the
If he
temple, you can get
places-
1 more coin, right?
No, wait, guys. He needs to place it in the spot where there are 3 roads, beside the panorama disc.
yeah.
Over there is 3 coins plus the 2, of the water. And he's doing that.
The metal coins are available for purchase right now. If you head to our
Yeah,
shop.
sure.
send you the link. A second.
And copying the musician. Oh, copy the musician with the herbalist.
Yeah, that's a very good place.
Yeah.
Because now he can increase water. That was an excellent final turn. So basically, with the herbalist, he copied the musician, and he got all the coins plus the water he need to get the other 2 coins. Beautiful end of the game.
Yeah, just remember that the characters with an herb token get 1 coin at the end.
Exactly. Now we will. I will jump over there
go
to
there.
give
Yes,
instructions
yes.
to the guys. Let's go over there.
Heyo.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey guys.
Hello.
What a beautiful end of the game. Very nice
Thank-
turns, all of them.
Thank you.
No, it was too soon.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. So,
Last turn was really excellent.
yeah, last turn was very tense, very nice. Okay, so
Eldin did exactly
we can
what we were discussing.
yeah.
Ah, did I?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
was really
we can start
wondering
with.
if I should take decorations or not, but I think this would
No,
miss.
you did well. You did much better, I think.
I just hope, like Raphael said, my point giving to the feast will not let him win.
Do you imagine?
That would be very
So,
sad.
Yes.
let's start with the fees. So first thing first, we will count the decoration cards. Then we will count the characters, and we will start with the fees and go clockwise.
Okay.
But starting with the decoration, since we need to calculate the pavilion for him, we will calculate for everybody. So at that point, I know that there is a swan around. So
Yeah.
yes, I will use it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
All right.
So
So
we divvy up 6.
So yeah,
Great.
you all have 2. So the fees. You get 2 points out of your pavilion, and you get 6 points out of your set of flowers. And that will be decorations for you. And then we need to see the sword dancer, which is very, very nice, and the empress. Let's start with the sword dancer. That is basically here.
Yep.
She looks at here. So
Yep.
everything in line of sight here, plus all the panoramas.
Yep.
And what did you got?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the bonus 2 is 16 total.
Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waterfalls plus 4 decoration. We give you the 2 bonus that we explained during the stream. And then we have the Empress.
16 now.
16 is
Yeah,
a lot.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is
It's
very
unbelievable.
good. It is very good.
And this time she'll get 7. The Empress gets 17 because it's 10 plus 5 plus 2.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow.
So he only had 2 characters, but
Unbelievable.
still very, very, very good.
But he got 32
Wow.
points out
We
of
all
it.
only had 2 characters.
Wow. All right.
Except
So,
for Ben.
so that's it for the fees.
Yeah.
Let's go with Ben.
I'm.
So Ben has 12 for the pavilions. Zero
Can I
out of-
just
Yeah.
just up in? The fees also gets 2 more points from the Herbalist tokens.
That's fair play. 72 total.
For what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see this.
For
For
the
the
tokens.
herbalist tokens on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah, right. The herbalist.
All right, so we have the 12 points of the pavilion plus 2 of the bridge plus 4
Four.
of the trees and
Plus
3
three.
of the nymphia. So it'll be 12, 14, 16, 19.
9. You?
Make sure we're all in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
And we have the gardener, correct?
Yes.
There is over here.
No, he
Fell,
falls.
sorry.
Fell down the bridge.
Hold on. How many
Refreshing
coins?
water.
How many coins did he have before he added all those?
I took 2 from here, 4 from here, and 3 from here.
Yeah. So did you give yourself for the pavilion though?
Yeah.
He,
Okay,
he
then-
had-
then-
he- yeah.
Okay,
You
then
put
you're
the
good.
12
Go.
in in the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, then continue on. You're fine.
Okay, so then we have the gardener, which is here, looking at here, and he gets 2 for each decoration, which is 6 total, 8 total, right?
Yes.
Plus
Plus
4
2 and plus 2.
and plus 2 is 14.
That's a lot of points for one card.
Yeah, very good character so far.
Someone saying, I think he had 30. He had 33 before he added. That's it. Maybe they're counting your points, man. I don't know. We can do a recount if the
Yeah,
score is much
might be.
closer.
I don't. I think that we have to. I saw the stream. I saw 30, but I don't know if at that point it was out of the pavilion. I think that for now we're fine and see what happens.
Yeah, I think he did have 33, and I think we're fine.
Yeah. All right. So next is Croy.
Okay.
And you have the butterfly that is 0, and then you have 3 for each. So it's 9 plus 2 of the pavilion. It's 11.
And that's 10, 11.
Very well. And then we have
And
6
also there is
of the
six.
animals. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't.
41.
All right. Now emissary.
Here.
Awesome. So it's there. Looking at that, it's you have 9 points
15.
out of the panoramas, correct? Plus 6.
50. 15.
That's 15.
Yep, 15.
15.
Correct.
Very proactive, everybody with the tired characters. And then we
child.
have the child.
Everybody
Over
wants to see
here,
the final
I see.
score so bad.
That way.
It is.
That's 6,
6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
12, and
Plus.
13.
Yeah.
13 total.
69. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow. All right. 69. Now, Eldon.
I got 2 for my pavilion and 1 for my tree. My lone tree.
Could be worse.
And the hermit's over here. He is seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles, so that's 10.
Maximum points.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 2 is 17.
70.
Nice.
Excellent.
50.
And then I have the architect over here, looking at this direction. He sees 4. So that's 12, 13, 14. And then I got 1 more for my herbalist character.
Correct.
So that's it.
65.
65.
65. Yes,
And I think that's game. Congratulations.
I think that's game as well.
Congratulations.
So
everyone.
even without the herbs, you could have won by 1 point.
Yeah.
Very well played, guys. It was a very beautiful match.
Yes.
It
All
was
very
really-
proud of you.
It was really amazing to see you playing. Really.
I share the feeling. It was a very close
There
game.
are too many willows and peach in there, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had some bad luck with that, man.
Yeah, that's true.
3
Yeah.
times. Why?
But thank you, Francesco, for making such a great game that we could play.
Yeah, thank you very
Yes,
much.
Thank
Definitely.
you for playing.
Yeah, I think for
Lovely.
us, it's quite an honor to see how much you discuss and how much you played, and we have played together. So it has been a very good match, and again a very good final to show the different strategies, because you have done plenty of things that were quite interesting.
The only thing wrong with it is the winner, though. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Congrats.
I didn't bet my money on Cole, sadly, but it's fine. It's fine.
I was betting for the fee, so where's my money now? The
You
fee
always
give me
are,
half
because
your
it's red.
games, right?
Correct. All right, guys. So this wraps it up. I think it's been 2 wonderful hours, and thank you very much for everybody who has been spending this Saturday night and afternoon with us. And with that, I would like to thank all our finalists. So Eldin, Dafis, Herstrom, Kuroyard, thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us such pleasure by seeing you playing. And thank you, Francesco, for your time. I know you have 2 little kids, and it's very late over there.
Yes.
Thank you very
And
much.
Everyone.
Thank you very much.
thank you, Luis, for all your camera angles and for the stream.
Thank you.
And of course, we will be keep doing this not only with Tang, with other games too. And we hope for you to follow us on Twitch so you can be notified when we go live. That being said, thank you so much again to everybody, and
And
until next time, have great games.
for the winners,
Thank you.
please stay on Twitch for a few minutes. I will reply to your whispers in case I need any additional information. And that's it. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be sure to do this more often. I really love doing this, and I bet everyone here loves to play and watch.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
Have a great day.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.